I forgot to wear deodorant, so sorry in advance.
Won't use the emergency.
No, dude, that's nasty. That's skin on skin.
Take a string.
No, that's still weird.
And then you just cut off.
It gets on the sides, dude. What's up, everybody? My name is Parker.
My name's Danny Ferrari.
And we are Excellent Sound. We are back with the intervention. Are we calling this the EDM intervention?
The bad boys of EDM.
The bad boys of EDM.
Yeah, EDM intervention, EDM bitch fest.
Complaining? No, we're not going to be complaining.
I'm going to complain.
Yeah, we got some serious stuff. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the EDM scene right now, and we thought this is the perfect time to talk about it.
Yeah, sometimes when we don't always need a guest to shoot the shit together. Just a couple girls gossiping.
Yeah, just a couple
this
bad
EDM
girls.
gossip channel, dude.
Yeah, I love it. We got the in between two palms. In between two neon lights. Yeah. One palm, two bad boys.
Yep.
But yeah, so there's an epidemic going around right now in the EDM scene.
Which one?
A major one. And it's kind of like flying under the radar with everybody, it seems like. I don't see anybody talking about this.
Not you, though.
Not me. No, I caught it.
Not
I
letting
caught
this
it
shit go.
right away, dude. And, it kind of hurts, dude. Like, honestly, I'm not even messing around. It sucks. Like you and me were all about like helping producers become the best that they can, put out the best music that they can,
The community building.
The community building. And I noticed this thing and it really bothers me. It really grinds my gears, dude,
Go off, King. Let the people know what's on your heart.
So this happens way more than what we think. And just recently, LYNY section, dude. The song of the year, okay? Nobody knows that LYNY created this song, okay? So I'm going to start it just from the beginning and then let's talk about it because this is just crazy. So Fred again dropped this song called Victory Lap, okay? And he created an edit where it's his song Victory Lap and then the drop or even second drop just goes straight into LYNY's section, okay? And it went off, dude. It went viral. It went crazy. And I saw it. I saw it on TikTok right away. I was like, dude, this is sick. Fred again just dropped some crazy sound design, crazy energy. And then I looked at the audio and I was like, oh, I guess it's Fred again featuring like Skepta. So essentially he put Skepta's acapella or he recorded something to it. And it went crazy, and that was that. That's what I thought.
This was just to confirm. Was this the first showing of this edit,
this is the first time that I saw it?
Okay, the first time that you saw it. So we don't know if it had been.
It was a song before
posted on social media. I know the song that was before, but as far as this is like almost like the way it was to you as a viewer is I'm presenting a new edit of my song Victory Lap, and here's this awesome.
I thought it was an original song,
like a VIP drop type of deal.
Yeah, with Skepta on top. I thought Skepta was like the edits,
and all it said was Fred again featuring Skepta. Victory Lap.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw that. I was like, dude, this is sick.
How many views did that video get? Do you remember?
Millions. It had millions and millions of views.
So people were going off on it.
Going off. He started dropping more videos about it, just like featuring it over and over again because that's promo, Mm-hmm. Come to find out, I saw the original song called Section by LYNY, which I've known LYNY for a long time. I've known his music, not him personally, but dope producer. Mm-hmm. And then I found out that that's his ID. So
how did you find out? Like, did you just happen to come across the song and you're like, wait, this is the...
Yeah, well, I'm on EDM Talk. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just see all the new IDs come out. I try to save all the new songs that come out so we can DJ it and stuff. And so I saw him. I saw his ID. Figured it out, went on like 1001 track lists, figured out it was like LYNY ID. I was like, dude, this is sick. But like, why is Fred again? Where's his name on this? So it was just weird. And then I was like, dude,
Maybe Fred thought it was a splice sample.
yeah, I don't know. But dude, it was just whack. And then I did a little bit more digging. And I was dropping in the comments. I'm like, dude, this is LYNY's song. Like Fred again just chopped it up and put it onto his song as a drop. And I was being like a little TikTok. What do you call it? Like the TikTok soldiers.
You're a TikTok like gossip.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
trying to start some beef.
I was tagging LYNY in all of the videos, and just like, dude, give him credit. Like it's his song.
But you were the only one complaining
No,
about
there
it?
were other people.
You saw some other
There
people?
was some, but it was not a lot, dude.
Right.
It was maybe 3 or 4 on this million viewed video.
Wow.
So anyways, come to find out, like, I feel like he's poaching song ideas from smaller artists, and using it as his own. Because the TikTok sound did not say LYNY on it. Nothing said LYNY. And it kind of feels bad, dude. It's like this guy finally got one. He got a song. He got a hit song, dude. And Fred again comes along. I don't know if they were communicating at all or if he gave it to him behind the scenes. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like he did. It seems like...
So you don't think it was like an ADHD moment? Like Fred was like excited and he's like, yo, send me this song. Look what I did. Or like he has the song because LYNY sent it to him. And then he's like, yo, this would sound sick on this. And then does it and then plays it. And then he's like, yo, like people are freaking out about it. And LYNY's like, sick. And Fred's like, yeah, man, like maybe it was just like, was he DJing when it was...
Yeah, well, that's how he does his things. He like does little DJ edits of songs and he showcases new ideas and stuff like that.
I'm trying to like play it in my head. Like, was it okay, well, I guess let me ask you, yeah, was it intentional of like, because obviously he knows he can't just put that on his song and not credit the guy.
Yeah, well, so from the outside looking in and looking at the timeline of releases, it looks really sus. So the viral video came out, and then a couple weeks later, LYNY drops the real song after it got all this hype. It does okay. It got, maybe 2 million. People started figuring it out that it was LYNY's song. And then a couple more weeks after that, Victory Lap 5 VIP edit comes out from Fred again with like 17 artists on there, and LYNY's is like towards the end, which that's kind of fucked up too. But the timeline is kind of sus. It seems like...
So he's just putting other people's drops on his Victory Lap song? Is that why there's 17? I forgot. I know I listened to it, but I forgot.
Well, it's only LYNY's drop, but like I think he puts a bunch of acapellas on. So it's like
right.
the artist features are like all of that, and then like LYNY's at the end.
So what does Fred need to do in your eyes to be in your good graces again with caring about the younger? Because in your mind, it's like he took a hot song. He arguably, I'm going to give you some devil's advocate on this, just because I feel like somebody has to.
I love it. Yes.
But so just so I'm clear, in your eyes, it's like too little, too late with giving this guy credit. And when the song popped off, you should have been already like, yo, check out this guy LYNY. Like,
it should have said
sick.
Fred again, Skepta, LYNY. Like it's his
or even
song.
if he didn't say that, if he would have been like, yo, like saw this thing pop off, like, yo, you guys got to make sure like shout out LYNY. Because that's the problem is like you feel like it's an ultimate thing in EDM with some producers where they get these younger up and coming producers that are killing it.
Yeah.
And they take something of theirs and they catapult it to this new level because they have a lot of firepower behind them.
Yeah.
And instead of like bringing them up, they're kind of more just mooching off of them as opposed to like bringing them up to their status. That's kind of is that correct?
And imagine if that drop was somebody bigger. Like, let's say it was Skrillex, or maybe somebody like
what it said Skrillex
at the
on it.
same level of Fred again.
Right.
You would have
had to have put Skrillex on it.
They would have said, fuck no, I'm not letting you do that. Put my name on it.
Or if it was if it was LYNY using a Fred again drop.
Exactly.
Right.
Fred again's team would be like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, this is Fred again. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting point. So like the carelessness?
Yeah.
Was it carelessness or was it
intentional?
It was intentional in your eyes.
It looked intentional.
Okay. All right, now I'm going to hit you with some...
Yeah, that disappoints me, because I like Fred again, but I've seen it happen. I've seen him do that a bunch of other times too with other artists.
I wonder where he learned that.
Yeah, I wonder where he learned it from.
Um,
You could say it, dude. I'll say it.
I don't know if that's even true.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's bring up devil's advocate here in case Fred sees this. Okay, yes, Fred again has also he has helped out a lot of younger artists, but it doesn't seem like for some reason.
Do you get that same feeling that I do with it?
Yeah, well, okay, I'm kind of indifferent because I've never really been a huge Fred again fan. I mean, I think the guy's great, but like I've never been a huge fan of his music.
Okay.
So I don't really care if
he takes somebody else's song.
No, I care about that, but I don't really care for what he does personally.
Yeah.
Like nothing he's really done has like for me personally just been like, oh my god, like, and just gotten my interest personally.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I don't think he's like an insanely talented producer, and obviously a lot of people like him. But okay, so devil's advocate, I can see a world where, you know, he gets really excited, does this edit and is like, yo, this is so fire. And then just throws it up or gives it to his team. They throw it up, and this team doesn't know, and it's just like a thing.
Okay.
And then it ends up getting traction, and through that, it maybe gave LYNY a little bit more light on him than it would have had Fred again not done that. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So there has to be that. Now, does that mean that Fred again shouldn't like credit people, like, you know, or other artists shouldn't be like making sure that they're like, you know, I think your point is like there's a lot of younger artists out there or up and coming artists that aren't getting enough shine from when bigger artists are collaborating with them or working with them. There's no like big broing in the industry anymore.
Yes.
And I think that's kind of like what your point is.
For sure.
And it's like, if we don't like call it out when it happens, it's like going to create what seems like is already there, which is kind of like, because there is in the industry, there definitely is like I'm just going to take care of me, and I don't care about the people underneath me or whatever, and I don't care about growing the community. You know what? That's fine too, though. At the same time, like, you don't have to be friends with anybody. You don't have to. It's not your job to be like Fred again. It's not his job to be the community builder, but he is kind of branded in that somehow because of his relationship with Skrillex, and because of Fred again is just kind of like this like enigma of like,
go with the flow.
Yeah, go with the flow, and I'm just doing. And so I could see at the same time that might have been something that he forgot about. Fred again is yet to respond of this claim, obviously. Yeah. So it didn't get enough steam. And I mean, what are you hoping? What are you hoping for that could what could happen to put Fred again back in your good graces?
I mean, I think that it should have. Oh, go ahead.
So I'm sorry, because there's been a couple things beyond that has Fred again stuck in your eyes. Yeah. I think just from knowing you, and then also I think in, you know, there's the splice looping. There's I
liked that though. I liked that.
Okay, so his stock is only going down because of this.
It's going up and down for me just because like. He goes through phases with me. I go through Fred again phases where I really like what he's doing, and then sometimes I'm just like, this is not really. I'm not vibing with this.
What
you know
about
what I'm saying?
Like doing like kind of like not necessarily like I don't like this or like that was lame.
Shady stuff.
Like, yeah, I mean you could. I don't know if it's shady, but it's like you're presenting yourself as this insane fucking drum producer.
Yeah.
And then you're just using a splice loop and just putting drums on top of it. Like I thought you were a savant. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought I appreciate that because it's clever, you know, and I know how hard it is to find like a hit splice loop, you know, especially in the pop world and stuff like that. And he comes from that. Mm-hmm. So I do appreciate that. But this just kind of irked me because, you know, do you remember the drama like on Instagram where people weren't crediting the songs that they were DJing to? Do you remember that?
I know this was like a lot of
this was crediting. This was years ago, but like there's DJs, you know, it's every DJ video ever on Instagram where you're backstage and they're going like this in front of the crowd and it's a drop of some song. Mm-hmm. And it's usually somebody else's song.
Right.
And there was a time where people were not crediting or tagging the original artists of that, and it was a big problem.
Right.
And now everybody makes sure they have slides. They tag every slide with ID, all that stuff, and it's like it's on that same level of weirdness.
So, but
like
is there
stealing dub plates and stuff?
Is there anything Fred again can do with this situation to kind of get back in your good graces?
I mean,
like, does he need to be like, hey, like put out a statement? Is there any of that, or does he need to collab with LYNY?
no, I just think in the future, I would just really appreciate him doing the right thing right off the bat. Even though, yes, we all get excited, we all, go off of impulse. But, I wanted to see all of that happen a little faster,
Sure.
at least right off the bat. Say it's a LYNY song, at least that will give the smaller producer, a thing. And then LYNY just dropped like a little mini mix, and all of the promo around the mini mix is oh, Fred again, LYNY's collab with Fred again. And it's like, dude, like, come on, LYNY's collab with Fred again. And it's like, dude, he just took the drop. And you know what I'm saying?
Your move, Fred.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to get back in Parker's good graces? Because this is the hottest EDM talk in the industry.
Yeah, exactly, right.
People have spoken.
But yeah, no, it irks me. Hopefully, the next time he does this, if he does, like, just throw the producer's name on it.
Yeah. Well,
give him some credit. Everybody who does live edits, like, that's totally fine. Like, just everybody puts the name of what the edit is. Especially, I always go by like on 1001 track lists. When you see an ID, it says every person that could have possibly. I don't know how they get that information.
Yeah.
But they are so good at it.
1001 track list is crazy.
They're crazy at it. I think it's crowdsourced. I'm not sure how they do it.
Do they do it with Instagram videos?
No, they just do
They
it
should
with
do it
sets.
with Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Because think about how that like whole world is having like its
yeah.
own like resurgence in like IDs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because like a lot of stuff are like, well, what song is that? That'd be sick if they were. I mean, maybe it'd be too hard because it's only like one video or something. But that'd be cool if there was a place where you can search and find out what song was being played in a lot of those videos.
That would be sick.
Because then LYNY would have gotten his credit on 1001 TikToks.
Yeah, what if there was like an ID Shazam, like a Shazam for IDs that are like
that'd be sick.
They're like not out yet, but it's like this level before it comes out.
There's so much hype that can be built from that. You know, be really cool. I'm curious what you guys think. Did Fred fuck up?
Are you guys bothered by any of this, or
overall,
is it just me? Am I just thinking about it too much? And I'm,
Overall, is there like something in the industry right now where it feels like the little guy isn't getting enough help from these bigger guys? Do bigger guys even need to help the little guys? Is it just kind of on you to take care of your own shit? And you know what, if somebody ends up, Fred again ends up playing your thing and doesn't credit you, like, hey, just take it as a win because Fred again's still playing your shit and people are finding out about it. I mean, you're talking about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known about LYNY had this not have happened personally.
Yeah,
and I don't know about anybody.
We were on stream, and a lot of people agreed with me.
Yeah, a lot of people, but there was some people that had some differences of opinion, which I thought that was. They're like, well, he did credit him, and so they're like, they thought that was fine that he credited him later.
Yeah,
but yeah, very curious to see what you guys think. And Fred, again, your move.
Yeah, maybe he did everything correctly behind the scenes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Maybe he did hit up LYNY and called him. Oh, yo, you got this dope drop. Yeah. Can I just put it on here? Like, I just made a live edit.
Right.
And then,
could have just been a fast
Fred could have been like, oh yeah.
But because it's Fred again though. If it was somebody else, that's what I'm saying. Is Fred again is
creating. It would bother me if it was somebody else.
No,
too.
It would, but it wouldn't bother you as much. Is what I'm saying is because I think Fred again is creating. There's something about Fred's personality,
fun, innocent.
And
maybe
there's a little bit of, maybe this is just my feeling is like there's a little bit of personality quirk that we're starting to see with Fred again that's kind of like not what you maybe thought it was. And so the fact that it's Fred again doing it, because he's also very respected as like a producer, makes it kind of worse and makes it point out versus like if it was Carnage that did it, you probably wouldn't really. You'd be like, oh, fucking Carnage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because it's Fred again, we hold him to a higher standard.
I do like that. You know I never thought of that. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Fred, like, come on, bro. Like, you're supposed to be, like, you're the #1 guy right now. Like, you're co-signed by Skrill. Like, you have to be doing this shit for the community. I mean, that's, like, the way.
No, you're right. You know? You're right. I didn't think about
versus if it was, like I said, a Carnage or something, like.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it's Carnage. What do you expect? You know what I mean? Like.
Totally. Yeah, no, I never thought about that.
I fuck with Carnage.
Shout out Gordo.
He doesn't give a fuck, dude.
No, I like him too.
It's like, whatever, dude. He's like, I made this song. Shut up. Fuck you.
Yeah, he's got a crazy other brand.
But that's
what I'm saying?
But that's his thing,
his
though.
Thing.
Yeah, so but
You're
it's
right.
like Fred again is like
mad.
this I don't know, like you could think of it like WWE, like there's like villains and then there's like heroes, and like Fred again is supposed to be like the baby face, like which is like I'm always gonna do the right thing in the industry. I'm all about the artist, and then when he doesn't do one little thing that isn't in that vein, it's like we're gonna crucify him. Versus if it was a heel like Carnage or somebody else that's maybe not as is kind of known as like a fuck you in the industry and like I don't need no friends type of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's them.
Totally.
But they're still
You're
killing
right.
it. You know what I mean? It doesn't affect their career.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's a really good theory too.
I think we are putting Fred on
a
pedestal of expecting him to be to make the right decision because Skrillex at one point was the Ausla guy and he was like putting on all these new people and he was doing so much for the community.
Yeah.
It seems like he's not as I think he still cares, but it seems like his like at a certain point he was really, really concerned with growing the EDM industry.
Culture.
Yeah, and he did a lot. You know what I mean? You have to give him credit for that. But now it seems like it's not as important to him, which is totally fine. I mean, the guy's huge.
Yeah.
And definitely has done a lot for the culture. But because Fred again is like the guy that Skrill brought in, it's like we're kind of and because of the way he portrays himself, we like expect him to be a little bit like you're supposed to be about the culture, bro.
That's such a good perspective, dude. I would have never thought about that.
I figured it out.
Yeah, you did. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We want to know your guys' opinion on this whole situation. Have you seen this with other larger producers?
Yeah.
Did you guys even notice about LYNY? Did this affect you guys at all? We want to know.
Do you care?
Yeah, do you care? It could just be me. It could just be some weird chip, dude, that I have.
Is this EDM gossip video gonna ruin Fred again's career? The gossip channel.
Dude, people got so mad at you when we said those little artists, Skrillex.
Oh yeah.
That little Skrillex artist.
If you get mad at that, you're stupid.
I know. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Later.